Alright, this is Algebra Part 2. So basically today we're going to work on starting off with solving problems that have already been solved, or have they? So for example, if you have 3x minus 5 equals 10, then you need to figure out what the x is. So the first thing you have to figure out is what times 3 subtract 5 equals 10. So you can do things like, well, we know 3 times 2 doesn't work because that's 10 subtract 5, and that is 5. We know 3 times 3, or 3 times 5, equals 15. And then we know that 15 subtract 5 equals 10. So through process of elimination, we know that the x in this situation is actually a 5. And you'll write it out like this. And make sure that you are constantly writing what you need to do. All the work needs to be showed. Some of you are forgetting to show your work. So let's try these examples here. 2x equals 12 and 5a times 2 equals 30. So the 2x equals 12. Something times 2 equals 12. So let's start with the 2 times 1. So 2 times 1 does not. We know that 2 times 4 equals 8. That's not it. 2 times 5 equals 10. That's not it. 2 times 6 equals 12. There it is. So by process of elimination, we know the x in this situation is actually 6. Good. So let's try this one. 5a times 2 equals 30. So something times 5 times 2 equals 30. So we need to get this number to 15. So what times 5 equals 15? So in this situation, we know that the 3 times 5 equals 15. So 15 times 2 equals 30. So you see in this situation, the a is a 3. So those are some examples of some questions that you just need to plug in the information to figure out how it's done. But you'll find some questions have the answers done already. So you need to make sure that you're accurate in the numbers that you use. Now we're going to talk BEDMAS, brackets, exponents, division or multiplication, addition or subtraction, one more time. The way this works today is we're going to talk about not necessarily exponents because you're not going to work on them this year, but we're going to talk about brackets. So let's take a look at our first question. 8 times 3 plus 2 equals a. In this situation, if you do it where you add the number first, the 3 plus 2 that's in the brackets right here, you add this number first and you'll get a 5. The 5 then shows you the answer, the 40. 8 times 5 equals 40, which means 40. Therefore, 40 equals a. Good. If we didn't do it following the proper order of operations, your answer would look something like this. Pretend we multiplied the 8 times 3 first. You'd have 24 plus 2 equals a. Your answer would be 26. Now you see, 26 is actually incorrect. The actual answer is 40. So the order of operations is very important when it comes to figuring out these algebra questions. So it's brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So in this situation, if you see brackets, you have to complete what's in the brackets first. So in this situation, as you saw, I completed the addition first. And the addition was the 3 plus 2, and that equals 5. That's the first thing I did. Then I went to multiplication. That's how I ended up with a 40 instead of a 26. Okay, let's keep going. 4 subtract 2 times 5. So I have to do the brackets first. So 4 subtract 2 is 2 times 5 equals a. And we all know that 2 times 5 is 10. So a equals 10. For this one down here, 3 times 2 minus 1. So this is a multiply when the brackets are right up against it. So 3 and 2 subtract 1 is 1. You do that first. So you know 3 equals a because 3 times 1 equals 3. Good. Let's keep going. So now, your work for today. You're going to complete the next questions. You must show your work in order to get the marks. If you only show the answer, you do not get the marks. Make sure you show your work. And here's your questions for section 1. And you can pause this and answer these on the Moodle, or you can write them down on a piece of paper and bring them. And here's your questions for section 2. Same deal, write them on the Moodle or bring them on a piece of paper, but make sure you show your work. And then lastly, you're going to figure out this equation as well. Great, good luck.